If I lost my account today and I have to start over, this is exactly how I will spend every dollar, from 1 to 100 plus. Whether you are free to play with a bit budget or light spender looking to maximizing your power, this guide will save you months of mistakes. Hey guys, it's Brugus here, and today I'm going to talk about exactly what I'm going to do if I have to start over. Now, if my account disappear, I'm not quite sure I'm going to start over, since to build this 95 million account cost me a lot. But anyway, if I have to start over right now, this is what exactly I'm going to do. I'm going to go over the best investments, I'm going to go over the bundles, and let's start with the smartest long-term move any mage main can make. And I'm talking about Lilia. Now, currently I already have Lilia, but when I start playing Call of Dragons, it takes me a lot of time just to get this physical barrier that I have to spend 100 bucks for this hero to be fully awakened. Right now I have her awakened, and this is one of the heroes that definitely awakened is a game changing. There is not many heroes that awakening is a game changing. And I can give even one example. For example, Bahorn for me is below average, but if it's awakened with Celestials, this 20% critical rate can do magic. But anyway, at the season 1, I think Lilia is going to be the best investment if you want to spend something on this game, and this is the first thing I'm going to get it. Now, I'm not going to get full bundles because most likely I have to level up my VIP. You know, when you start, Lilia bundles is in the VIP chest. You're going to get her immediately from the banner when you start playing, but after this you have to go over each of the levels VIP that to get all the tokens for Lilia. The bad thing about the Lilia is she cannot actually be getted with universal. You know, you open the hero, you cannot use universal tokens on her. It's absolutely the same for Hoskin, it's absolutely the same for Indies. So I have to grind to get all the VIP levels. So this is maybe going to take some time, especially VIP level 9. I think is, you know, a little hard to be getted, but it's extremely important level 8. So I'm going to go for Lilia. And what I saw when I start with my free-to-play account before maybe like 1 month, just to test and feel the game again, just from the beginning, and boy oh boy, there is a lot of changes there. Something that I notice is that Velen is extremely easy to be getted, and boy oh boy, Lilia Velen is doing crazy amount of damage. Now you're going to see right now some damage, and keep in mind that the Lilia Velen damage is diffused, so we're going to hit this Legion hard, but at the end of the day, most likely we're not going to get that big damage, like close to 10k. Most likely we're going to just get less damage since it's diffused. But anyway, I think it's the best investment in Call of Dragons if you want to play mage main. And the beautiful thing about Lilia is not only with Velen you can pair her, you can pair her also with Thea. I think there's a absolutely great synergy between Lilia and Thea, and also your Velen can be with Waldir. But still, this is the biggest investment, the best investment somebody can actually do if you want to go for mage main. It costs the bundles, it asks for VIP levels, but it's really good, especially Awakened Lilia. But what if you're not looking to well out? What if you just want to maximizing the value for your money? So for the next bundle, I can actually point, this is going to be the monthly bundle, and oh my god, what is going on? The monthly bundle is something that I get a lot. Like you see, it's like 140 days till the basic monthly bundle pack is coming. And I have 53 days of advanced monthly bundle. Now, why I keep for example, advanced monthly bundle at this, and why this one is like 140 days? The main reason is purchase payback. You're going to see this type of events in the game. So when this thing come in the game, I prefer to level up my monthly pack, and you're going to get 750 for the basic one and 1.5k for advanced one. Everything here is based from the purchase payback, is based how much gems you purchase. So if you purchase the bundle, you instantly get gems, and this is going to help you to reach, maybe in this case, getting more hero tokens. I'm waiting honestly for the forge keys, but yeah, purchase payback is absolutely crazy event to go for. I mean, you're not directly going for this one, but yeah, monthly bundles. And here's the thing, you're going to get artifact keys, which with the time is going to lose their value. What I mean by that is you're going to have everything you need from point of artifacts from the normal compendium. I don't know if the right word is a compendium, but artifact draws. Artifact draws. Currently, I'm interested only in Phoenix Eye. I have it level 5. I have Shadow Blaze on level 5. I have Tear of Arbonne level 5. Who else I actually have here level 5? Kingslayer for my one Cavalry Legion is level 5. So you can see that at one point you're not going to need it, but at the beginning, getting these artifacts is going to be very valuable for you to have them. And this can be, monthly bundle can help you a lot. This is 300, when you get 600, is going to be turned in this key. Also, you're going to get some speed ups at the end of the day. You're going to get some CP points. There is no other place in Call of Dragons where you can actually get CP points. So yeah, this bundles is going, if you get both of them, it's going to give you like 300 CP points, which I think is also great, because with CP points you can go and fight with Darkling Patrols, getting extra arrows, getting extra training speed ups, or you can go for forts for more resources or for more theatry. Now in this category I can actually put also Titan Legacy that we don't have here. But when you have Titan Legacy, I think it's also a good place. Now, the specific thing about this type of bundles is you have to be active, so you basically get the bundles. Of course, if you don't get it, I'm not quite sure this thing is moving. But for the Titan Legacy, you definitely need to be, how to say it, active, so you can get these points and progress in the Titan Legacy and getting more and more rewards. The second floor, I think, is extremely valuable. It's going to give, if I remember right, like 29 of these legendary hero tokens, also many other stuff, so it's also great value there. But what if you're okay with just spending a bit little more and unlock Unreal Power? So far we covered the best heroes and best bundles to grab right away. Now let's move to the smart medium spending strategies for building real power without waste. And I'm talking about medium spending strategy. This is daily bundles to awake a key heroes. Now with this thing, you're going to progress good in form of, building, researches, and whatever. This is speed ups, that's all. But for heroes, you're going to need tokens. Now I already mentioned Titan Legacy is giving good amount of tokens, but to get faster, because look at this thing. This hero requests 690 of these legendary tokens. Now in this is from specific place, from the Dragon Trial, so you cannot actually buy tokens for her, but it's just an example because all of the heroes need 690. So how you can actually do that? Except going for events, trying to get something here and there is also other ways. And this is the daily bundles. This is something that currently I'm buying just because I really want to get my main 5 legions extremely strong. And when you build 5 legions, here is the thing and why it's very important for me. When you get 5 strong legions, when the new hero comes, you only wait for the next 2 heroes present in the game. Some of the heroes is going to be good ones, some of them are not. And I can give with Generation 3 example. Thunderlin end up to be a good hero, but some people are not that happy with Alea. Okay, I even make her like 5/5. This is tokens. Maybe I'm going to use her, I'm not like 100% sure, but you need to build these 5 legions, and daily bundles is just going to help you in this direction. I can even show you what I get from my daily bundle. And yeah, this is what I get. Currently I'm working over Margaret Zeta. So you get 3 bundles where randomly receives one of the following: 1 to 10 Margaret tokens, or 1 legendary medal, or gold key. Almost always you're going to receive some legendary tokens for the specific hero you select. And yeah, I think this is the best way to progress, because at the end of the day you're going to have your tier 5, you're going to have artifacts. Okay, artifacts maybe is going to take even more time from the tier 5, but you're going to have the base of your castle, and from there you can go up and up and up, and it's only going to be in heroes. So I think daily bundle is extremely valuable in a situation like this, where you want to focus over your heroes. Now the way I get the daily bundles is I purchase this thing from the Pluto Mail, where I get some extra coins. I don't know if I can actually see that. Maybe if I, oh my god, it's going to ask me about this. Yeah, there is a coins that you're going to get in extra if you go in the Pluto Mail. I don't know if I have them here. Yeah, these coins. This is Dragon coins, which is something like money inside the game. Now let's talk about something most players are ignoring, but it can give you massive edge in fights. And I'm talking about pet skills upgrades, the hidden power. And I even did this thing, I didn't focus over my pets, because there was just so many stuffs to focus. Heroes, artifacts, opening tier 5, all of these things actually request money. So, yeah, pets, the way to go for the pets, in my opinion, is, where is this bundle? Okay, oh my god, why I'm always clicking on the wrong one? It's basically this pet exchange coin market, which I think the first purchase is a good one. If you want to go in more for specifically for the pets, this thing you can actually go for and grab some extra coins. Currently I have a lot of coins, if I remember right, 43k. Of course, some of the people may actually go and sell some of the spells of these pets and get something in return. This is maybe how the things are working. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is not going to be enough to build something extremely crazy. You have to be extremely, how to say it, careful with your spells, especially your pet spells. So yeah, I think this is the next place, but this is, yeah, there is no bundles for, I mean, exception is this one, you know, for the pets, but I don't think there is a bundles where you can get pet coins. It's basically like a gems. You buy gems or you buy pet coins. But maybe I can actually, but the next one I think is even more valuable from the pet coins. But what if you want to pure RNG dopamine? Let's talk about my artifacts, and I'm talking about Forge of Light and the artifacts there. We covered strong heroes, smart bundles, and even sneaky power boosts. But now it's time for addictive end game grinds, and I'm talking about, yeah, Forge of Light. Currently we don't have this event. That's why maybe I put it on the last place, but it's not with the lowest value. Especially from the Forge of Light, you can get this exemplar that need like 2k keys. So far I saved some keys. I have like 177. I still think I can buy some of them. No, it's basically finished. But yeah, artifacts is becoming more and more valuable and important in Call of Dragons. I'm going to use actually Phoenix Eye, Tear of Fireborn on my Margaret Zeta, and I have to pick one of these 4 artifacts for my other 3 Mage Legions. Most likely it's going to be for sure Infernal Flame for Lilium, for sure it's going to be Breath of Gigantis, and here I have to pick between Mirage Orb and Thunder Elegy. It's going to be a hard pick, I'm not gonna lie, just because I'm not quite sure which one of these two. I'm going to make a test, okay? I'm going to make a test and see, because I so far compared Thunder Elegy with Phoenix Eye, but right now I'm split decision between Mirage Orb and Thunder Elegy. But Forge of Light is also going to be very important, and I'm talking about this type of bundles that is going to get presented in the game. This type, right now we have Change of Fortune, but here is going to be with Forge keys that you can buy and go for Forge of Light. So in overall, this is how I'm going to proceed if I have to start over and I lose my account today. I really hope this gives you some value, guys. Don't forget to hit one like and subscribe for more Call of Dragons videos, and you can become a member also. Join the Discord, link in the description. And I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.